The rift crown, scarred by cosmic battles, now hovers above a jagged chasm. Its obsidian gleam reflects the shattered landscape of a world forever changed. Cracks spiderweb across its surface, yet an inner light pulses with dark energy. Below, the central rift scar yawns like a wound in the fabric of reality. Tiamat stands poised, her colossal form silhouetted against the tumultuous heavens. Her scales shimmer with an ancient, predatory beauty, eyes fixed on the crown. A deep hum emanates from the artifact, resonating with her draconic essence. She extends a clawed hand, not touching, but channeling her immense will. The very air around her crackles with latent power, a storm held in check. Above, the cosmic sky map, once a chaotic swirl of distant nodes, begins to shift. Previously static points of light now stretch, forming faint, ethereal lines. Tiamat pushes her focus, her mind a tempest of ambition and primal magic. The faint lines on the sky map glow brighter, weaving into discernible, ghostly paths. These are not mere glimpses. They are potential routes, nascent highways through the void. A thrill of dark triumph courses through the Dragon Queen, her power growing. She selects a glowing path, pouring her formidable will into its shimmering length. The air above the Riftscot tears, forming a swirling vortex of raw, unbridled energy. Colors bleed into the void. Deep purples, angry reds, and sickly greens intertwine. This nascent gateway shimmers, a window to another reality, beckoning with unknown promise. But the archway flickers violently, its stability wavering like a dying flame. It sputters, struggling to hold its form, threatening to collapse into chaotic oblivion. Tiamat snarls frustration coiling within her ancient, powerful frame. Her efforts alone are not enough. The crown demands more, something different. The gateway contracts, shrinking back into a tumultuous, uncontrolled micro-rift. The sky map above dims slightly, the glowing paths fading to mere suggestions again. A cold wind whips across the desolate plains, carrying the scent of ozone and defeat. Tiamat pulls back her will, her frustration a palpable weight in the heavy atmosphere. Her gaze sweeps across the broken land, searching for the missing piece of this cosmic puzzle. The crown still hums, a low, persistent thrumming, awaiting its true master's touch. It requires a resonance, a complementary force, to fully unlock its hidden potential. The Dragon Queen ponders, her ancient mind sifting through countless arcane possibilities. She observes the struggling, chaotic nature of the Riftscar below, seeking answers. Its raw, primal energy mirrors something else, a different kind of untamed power. Far below, amidst the rubble of a forgotten city, a titanic presence stirs. Titan Rex, a living mountain of muscle and scales, senses the disturbance above. His massive head lifts, primeval eyes glowing with an instinctual, territorial fire. A small, pulsing micro-rift flickers near his colossal foot, an anomaly in his domain. It spits sparks of raw energy, a chaotic tear in the world's fabric. Rex lowers his head, a guttural growl rumbling deep within his immense chest. He views this uncontrolled portal as an intrusion, a challenge to his supremacy. With a seismic stomp, he shakes the very foundations of the ruined landscape. His roar erupts, a thunderous declaration of dominance that echoes across the wastes. The sound is a primal force, a wave of pure, untamed sonic destruction. It shakes the air, vibrating through the scorched earth and shattered stone. Up above, the rift crown responds to this raw, elemental surge of power. A new light pulses from its obsidian heart, a deep, earthy glow. The chaotic micro-rift near Rex's foot suddenly stabilizes, its energy contained. On the sky map, the path associated with that particular rift blazes with clarity. It holds steady, a beacon of stable light, unlike Tiamat's flickering efforts. Tiamat observes, a flicker of understanding dawning in her cunning, ancient eyes. The World Walker, a shadowy figure always present, whispers insights into the void. Storm and stone, the unseen voice murmurs. The crown demands both forces. Tiamat processes this revelation, a grudging acceptance forming in her mind. Her magic, ethereal and tempestuous, needs the anchor of brute, terrestrial power. Rex's raw, unyielding presence provides the stability her chaotic energies lack. The crown is not merely an arcane device. It is a conduit for elemental balance. One force opens the way, the other solidifies it, creating a true, stable passage. A difficult alliance forms, born of necessity and the crown's peculiar demands. Tiamat's pride bristles, but her ambition overrides her disdain for the beast. She descends from her perch, her vast wings beating slow, powerful strokes. Her shadow falls across the devastated terrain, a looming harbinger of intent. Rex watches her approach, his massive body tensing, wary of the Dragon Queen. His instincts scream danger, but a strange curiosity holds him in place. The ground trembles beneath Tiamat's descent, each step a tremor of power. She lands with a heavy thud, dust and debris scattering around her. The air crackles with tension, two apex predators now standing in uneasy proximity. Their combined presence makes the crown hum louder, a deeper, resonant frequency. Tiamat turns her gaze towards Rex, a silent command in her piercing, golden eyes. She gestures with her head towards the central riftsker, the unstable gateway. Rex lets out a low growl, a rumble of reluctant acknowledgement and primal challenge. He moves with ponderous grace, his colossal weight shaking the very earth. They approach the riftscar together, an unlikely pair drawn by cosmic destiny. The raw energy of the chasm swirls, awaiting the touch of their combined power. Tiamat raises her head, focusing her will once more upon the rift crown. Her arcane energies surge, a torrent of shimmering, dark magic. Rex's in turn plants his feet, anchoring himself with colossal, unyielding strength. His very presence grounds the chaotic energies, providing a solid foundation. A primal roar escapes his throat, a deep, resonant vibration that shakes the air. The crown above flares, responding to this dual activation, this perfect synergy. Lines of light, vibrant and stable, now connect on the cosmic map. A clear, discernible path blazes forth, promising passage to another realm. The central riftscar begins to respond, its turbulent energies coalescing. Chaos gives way to order, raw power sculpted by their combined will. A magnificent archway of pure light begins to form, shimmering with otherworldly hues. This is not a stuttering wound. This is a gateway, controlled and resolute. It expands, a perfect oval of stable energy, revealing glimpses of a distant world. The air within the archway is calm, a stark contrast to the surrounding devastation. This is the first true rift road, born from their reluctant, powerful cooperation. Tiamat observes her creation, a flicker of satisfaction in her predatory gaze. Rex senses the stability, his primal instincts recognizing a newfound pathway. The rift road hums softly, a beckoning whisper from beyond the veil. It stands as a testament to the crown's power, now properly wielded by two titans. The path is open, clear, and stable, ready for passage into the unknown. Tiamat's ambition ignites anew, seeing countless worlds laid out before her. Rex feels a strange pull, a primal curiosity about the realms beyond this gate. Their uneasy alliance solidifies, bound by the crown's intricate, demanding magic. The archway pulses gently, a silent invitation to a grand, perilous journey. A new era of interworld travel now begins, forged in fire and anchored in stone. The crown's true purpose unfolds, transforming chaotic wounds into navigable highways. Tiamat prepares to send forth her scouts, eager to unravel the multiverse's secrets. Her mind races with conquest, envisioning new domains under her tyrannical rule. Rex remains watchful, his massive form a silent guardian at the threshold. He understands the gravity of this moment, the opening of countless possibilities. The first rift road stands, a shimmering bridge between disparate realities. Its light illuminates the devastated landscape, promising both glory and untold danger. Tiamat issues a silent command, her will reaching out to her loyal servants. From the shadows, ethereal forms begin to coalesce, answering their queen's summons. These are her draconic scout spirits, spectral beings formed from pure shadow and magic. They shimmer into existence, their forms translucent, their eyes glowing with dark purpose. Each spirit is a fragment of Tiamat's will, imbued with a keen sense of observation. They hover obediently, awaiting the final directive from their powerful sovereign. Tiamat gestures towards the stable rift road. A silent instruction to traverse it. The scout spirits drift forward, their ethereal forms passing through the archway's light. They vanish into the shimmering portal, venturing into the unknown world beyond. Their mission, to gather intelligence, to map the new nodes, terrain, and dangers. Tiamat watches them go, her expression unreadable, her mind already calculating. She needs more than spectral eyes. She needs tangible scouts, creatures of her making. From fissures in the scorched earth, small, grotesque forms begin to emerge. These are her rift spawn, creatures twisted and shaped by the raw energies of the rifts. They are flying aberrations, chitinous and winged, their bodies a mockery of natural life. Tiamat has bent these chaotic beings to her will, turning them into loyal, if ugly, servants. Their small, multifaceted eyes reflect the eerie glow of the rift road. She directs them with another mental command, a silent, forceful imperative. The rift spawn take to the air, their leathery wings beating a frantic rhythm. They dart towards the shimmering archway, eager to fulfill their Dark Queen's bidding. One by one, they pass through the portal, disappearing into the new reality. Tiamat observes their departure, ensuring their loyalty and obedience. Rex watches the strange procession, his massive head tilted slightly in contemplation. He does not trust these ephemeral or grotesque beings to accurately report. His own method is more direct, more primal, relying on brute force and instinct. He turns, his gaze sweeping over the smaller, subservient titan beasts in his retinue. These are creatures he has dominated, lesser titans bound to his formidable will. He selects one, a hulking, horned quadruped, smaller than himself, but still immense. With a low growl, he nudges the beast towards the shimmering rift road. The titan beast hesitates, its primitive mind sensing the strangeness of the portal. Rex lets out another, more insistent growl, a clear command to obey. The smaller titan beast, trembling, lumbers forward, driven by its master's will. It steps cautiously into the archway, its massive form dissolving into light. Rex watches its disappearance, his keen senses attempting to perceive its fate. He listens for any sound, any echo from the other side, any sign of struggle. The portal remains stable, silently affirming the passage was successful and safe. This is his way of scouting, sending a physical proxy to test the waters. He needs to understand the physical properties, the dangers, the very feel of this new node. Tiamat glances at Rex, a hint of grudging respect in her golden, slitted eyes. His brute pragmatism complements her arcane finesse, a strange, effective partnership. The initial scouting phase begins. Probes sent into the vast, unknown multiverse. The rift road pulses, a silent promise of worlds waiting to be explored or conquered. Both titans wait, their patience a tense, ancient silence, for the first reports. The fate of new worlds hangs in the balance, poised on the edge of discovery. Time stretches in the shattered landscape. A tense, expectant silence descends. Rex's powerful senses strain, trying to pierce the veil of the rift road. Suddenly, a ripple in the archway's light announces the Titan Beast's return. It stumbles back through, its massive body covered in strange, crystalline dust. A faint smell of sulfur and superheated rock clings to its scaled hide. The beast appears unharmed, but a subtle tremor runs through its powerful legs. Rex observes its behavior, noting the slight fear in its reptilian eyes. He lets out a questioning growl, demanding an unspoken report from his minion. The Titan Beast whines, a low, rumbling sound, and shies away from the archway. It gestures with its head, pointing vaguely towards the portal's shimmering depths. The message is clear. The other side is dangerous, filled with unseen threats. Rex processes this information, filing away the raw, instinctual data. His method provides a visceral understanding of the new world's immediate hazards. Tiamat watches this exchange, a smirk playing on her draconic features. Her methods are more refined, seeking detailed reports, not mere impressions. She awaits the return of her own scouts, anticipating a flood of information. The rift road remains open, a stable conduit between their world and another. Its steady hum is a constant reminder of the multiverse's vast, unexplored expanse. The air is thick with anticipation, the weight of discovery pressing down. Tiamat's impatience grows, her eyes fixed on the shimmering archway of light. She wants to know what lies beyond, what riches or challenges await her dominion. Rex stands guard, his powerful form a silent sentinel, ever vigilant. He knows that opening these roads invites not just conquest, but also retaliation. The unstable nature of the Riftscar still whispers of potential catastrophe. Yet, the crown holds firm, its magic binding the chaos into a structured path. Suddenly, a flicker within the archway signals the first scout's return. An ethereal draconic spirit drifts back through the rift road. Its form weakened. It carries vivid images in its spectral mind, instantly transmitted to Tiamat. The queen recoils slightly, absorbing the intense sensory overload of the report. She sees a world bathed in infernal light, a landscape of perpetual volcanic fury. Rivers of molten rock carved fiery paths through obsidian plains, ever flowing. Towering volcanoes belch ash and smoke, darkening the perpetually crimson sky. The air shimmers with heat, thick with the acrid scent of sulfur and burning stone. At the heart of this crucible stands an obsidian behemoth, a titan of living rock. Its form is craggy, jagged, glowing with an internal, smoldering magma core. The behemoth is immense, a colossal guardian of this fiery, unforgiving realm. It moves with slow, deliberate power, each step shaking the volcanic earth. Its roar is a grating sound of grinding stone and erupting fire, a territorial claim. This world is a battlefield, constantly reshaped by its dominant, fiery titan. The scout spirit conveys the brute strength, the raw, untamed power of the node. Tiamat processes this vision, a calculating glint in her golden, predatory eyes. This world presents a challenge, a formidable adversary, and potential conquest. Another if spawn flutters back through the archway, its chitin scorched. It carries fragments of crystalline rock, fused to its grotesque, winged body. Tiamat draws the information from it, seeing another, vastly different node. This world is a desolate expanse of shattered glass and lifeless, gray ash. The sky is a perpetual twilight, choked by fine dust that never settles. Structures of sharp, black glass jut from the ground like broken teeth. Silence reigns supreme here, broken only by the whisper of the ash-laden wind. No living thing stirs. The world appears utterly barren, utterly dead. The hearts of this node, the very essence of its life, are dormant, inactive. Tease is a husk, a forgotten realm, drained of all its vibrant vitality. Tiamat feels no pull towards this dead world, no desire for such a barren prize. It holds no power, no challenge, no glory for her burgeoning empire. The scout spirits and Riftspawn continue to return, each bringing new visions. Some worlds are vibrant, teeming with strange life and arcane energies. Others are desolate, barren, or consumed by hostile, alien forces. Tiamat's mental map of the multiverse expands, growing ever more complex. She discerns patterns, categorizing worlds by their inherent magical resonance. Some roads feel friendly to a storm-like magic, flowing with dark energies. These paths shimmer with ethereal light, echoing her own tempestuous power. Other roads feel friendly to Rex's brute, terrestrial presence, solid and stable. These paths possess a grounded strength, a raw, unyielding physical nature. The crown acts as a filter, highlighting worlds compatible with each titan's essence. This insight reveals a deeper connection between the crown and its wielders. It is not just a tool, it is an extension of their combined, elemental power. Tiamat understands that different worlds will require different approaches. Some will fall to arcane might, others to Rex's overwhelming physical force. The possibilities are endless, a tapestry of conquest woven across realities. Her ambition swells, a dark tide rising within her ancient, powerful spirit. Rex, meanwhile, absorbs the primal data from the Titan Beast's experiences. He senses the raw power of the volcanic world, a worthy challenge to his might. The dead world holds no appeal, offering no prey, no territory to dominate. His instincts are simpler, more direct. Conquest or avoidance. Predator or prey. He watches Tiamat, sensing the shift in her demeanor, the sharpening of her intent. The Dragon Queen's eyes gleam with a fierce, predatory light as she studies the map. The glowing paths pulsate, each a potential target, a new domain to claim. She sees not isolated worlds, but interconnected stepping stones to greater power. The multiversal map transforms in her mind, a grand strategy taking shape. This vast network of roads is not a barrier. It is an invitation, a grand design. The crown has unlocked boundless horizons, worlds ripe for the taking. Tiamat's will hardens, her resolve becoming an unyielding, obsidian force. She speaks not with words, but with a powerful, resonant, mental declaration. This is not a prison, her thoughts echo. This is a ladder to ultimate power. Her gaze settles on the most volatile, most challenging of the discovered nodes. The volcanic world, ruled by the obsidian behemoth, beckons with fierce defiance. It is a test, a proving ground for a newly acquired multiversal might. She resolves to take this node, to add its fiery heart to her growing empire. Her ambition burns brighter than any molten river, a consuming, dark flame. Rex senses the shift, the decisive turn in Tiamat's formidable will. He understands her intent. To march, to conquer, to expand her dominion. A primal dread stirs within him, a deep, instinctual warning. If others can come down these roads, then his own world is no longer safe. His home, his territory, could be trampled by invading forces, by other titans. The implications of these open roads are vast, dangerous, and utterly profound. A cold, unsettling realization settles upon Rex, chilling his ancient blood. The roads Tiamat creates for conquest also serve as paths for potential invasion. His world, once isolated and secure, now stands vulnerable to outside forces. The delicate balance of his domain is irrevocably shattered by these new pathways. He lets out a low, warning growl, a deep rumble of territorial unease. Tiamat barely acknowledges it, her focus entirely on the shimmering sky. Her vision is singular. Expansion, dominance, the forging of a dragon empire. The volcanic node, a bastion of primal power, is her chosen first target. Its obsidian behemoth will be a trophy, its molten heart a new source of power. She envisions her forces marching through the rift road, overwhelming resistance. Her draconic legions, now supplemented by rift spawn, prepare for war. The air vibrates with her fierce intent, a palpable aura of impending conflict. Rex watches her, a deep conflict brewing within his primal, territorial mind. He despises the idea of others traversing these roads, threatening his home. Yet, his own instincts compel him towards the challenge of the volcanic world. The obsidian behemoth represents a rival, a titan worthy of his immense strength. A savage thrill sparks within him, the anticipation of a colossal, brutal clash. He knows he must be a part of this, to control the narrative of these roads. If he does not join Tiamat, she will simply open these paths without him. His world, then, would be entirely at the mercy of her boundless ambition. A reluctant decision forms, a dark pact forged in the shadow of the crown. He will follow, for now, to protect his own interests, his own survival. Tiamat turns, her golden eyes meeting Rex's, a silent understanding passing. She sees his reluctant agreement, his primal acceptance of the coming war. The uneasy Alliance titans, bound by shared power and conflicting motives. The rift-crowned pulses brighter, sensing the alignment of their formidable wills. It awaits their command, ready to open the next chapter of multiversal conquest. The central rift scar hums with renewed energy, a gateway to destiny. Tiamat raises her head, her gaze piercing the cosmic sky map with fierce resolve. The glowing path to the volcanic world blazes, a fiery arrow pointing to battle. She lets out a triumphant roar, a sound that shakes the very foundations of reality. Her ambition knows no bounds, her hunger for power insatiable and absolute. Rex answers with his own thunderous bellow, a declaration of his impending might. The ground trembles beneath their combined roars, a prelude to cosmic war. The first crusade is about to begin, an invasion across the newly forged roads. Tiamat's empire will expand, consuming worlds, bending them to her iron will. Rex becomes her blunt spearhead, a living weapon of unimaginable destructive force. He is dragged into interworld war, a pawn and a protector in equal measure. Note, their fused world, becomes both a base and a potential hostage. Cosmic forces now observe them, their actions reverberating across realities. The Conclave, wounded but not dead, watches from the unseen depths of the void.